Good morning, this is Danny Elms, and this morning's video will be using Metrotex, in my case MLS, to do a CMA. So the first thing I will do is I will go into my MLS login. Logging in, you will scroll down and look for RPR right here, RPR. So I'll click on the RPR and the screen redraws. So the best thing to do when you're first starting to do the CMAs is let it being the application guide you through the steps. So the first thing you're going to do is look for the create the CMA. Click on the create CMA and the purple button says yes, I'll help you. So go okay, show me. So the screen redraws and I'm going to go here. It says enter an address. So I think for today we're going to use the house that we grew up in the colony to do a CMA. And there it is, 5077 Amherst Lane. All right, the screen redraws. Look for the purple box. Click Create CMA to get started. Sounds good. Property is currently off market. Purple box. Confirm the property facts. Confirm facts here. I'll click on it. Okay, and let me go through the boxes here. Single family residential. Yes, it had 4 bedrooms. We had 2 baths. They were both full baths. 1549, 6 people growing up in a 1,549 square foot house. That's how it was back in the day. Huge backyard. That's my folks bought it. Has a garage. Built in 1974. Hard to believe, 50 years old. It is a slab. 1 story. Okay, so we're going to confirm those facts because they're all correct. You could have changed any of them. All right, let's go find some comps. See that purple box again. Now over here on the left side, I'm going to start here on the left. Well, I'll point something out on the right first. There the house is right there. This is Highway 121. That's Main Street, which turns into Josie. And this is Page. So the house is in the older, this is the original side of the colony right here. Built in 1974. So back to the left. What do I want to get for comps? Single family, obviously, because that's what it is. It's a house. I'll take active, pending, under contract, or closed. You can change more, but I like those 4 there. Within when? I tend to start with the last 6 months and I work my way forward if I need to. Proximity. Let's go 1 mile. And that's an awful big size, but that's what it defaults to, 1 mile. Okay. I wish it was smaller, but it's 1 mile. Okay. How many bedrooms? Because the colony was a lot of 3 bedrooms in the area we lived in, I'm going to start there. If I go 4, it'll reduce the number of potential comps greatly, but I'll start with 4 just for this exercise. We have at least 2 baths. Okay. The square footage was just about 1,600 square feet. I try to be within 10% on either side. So let's go about 1,450 to, let's go 1,750, give or take. I'll leave the lot size off for this point. Price range. Okay. I don't want to eliminate anything, but I'm going, okay, how much is that house worth? In my mind, I've probably looked at it a little bit, and I'll say, okay, 250 to 450. You see in this box, it says it's worth about 349. I think that's what that says. We'll leave that 250 to 450 right now. The year built. Okay. I'm trying to go 5 years before and after, and I know 1969 would be 5 years before, and 1979 is 5 years after. Now, the problem with putting those numbers in there, we know that this house was all built in 1974, 75. So there's really nothing before then, but we'll go 5 years after as well. Okay. And then I'm going to hit the search button. Okay. It's telling me select the comps you want to compare. Okay. Let's go okay. Next. I'll just slide the screen down. And I've only got two because, like I mentioned, there's only so many 4-bedroom homes there in the colony. So I'm going to go back, modify my search. We'll go 3 bedrooms to see what we get there. Okay, and I've got 10 to choose from. Well, obviously, I want to start with the 4 bedrooms. So I'm going to add this one to the comps list. Okay. And let's see. I'm looking for another 4-bedroom because I think it said 2. We've got 2 so far. I'd like to get at least 4. So let's look at the other choices we have. We've got a 3x2, 1,463 square feet. So remember, ours was about 1,574. So let's see if I can get, look at the square footage, 1,463, 1,463, 1,463. Fox and Jacobs didn't have a lot of ingenuity back in those days. That was the builder. But they just changed the elevation a lot of times. Okay, so you've got, here's one at 1625. Okay, that's closer to our size. Oh, but it looks like they might have enclosed their garage. 1607. Let's choose this one, 1607. That's 3. And let's see if I can find one more. Let's choose this one right here. All right, so we've got our 4. Okay, go back up here and you see there's the 4 right there. I'm going to go update valuation and close. Okay. All right. Purple box comes up. Click here to adjust your comps. So let's take a look at them. All right. It's leading me to the bottom of the box, but I want to look at them first, them being the comps. So here's the house we grew up in. And in case you're interested, only one picture, but that's our backyard. Like I said, we had a massive backyard. We lived on a cul-de-sac. A lot of fun in that backyard. Football, soccer, baseball, kickball, you name it, we probably played it. Okay. This house here. This one was 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-2, 3-2. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go next. I want to pull over the other 4-bedroom to the first so I can see them together. So if I did it right, there's 4 bedrooms and I didn't do it right. My apologies. Okay. Give me a second to catch up. We've got 3, 3, 4. Okay. 3, 3, 4. Okay. Good deal. All right. So now I've got my 4 bedrooms, the first 2, my 3 bedrooms, the second 2. But what I'm trying to do is show you this feature down here at the bottom. You see this weighting feature? Weight is always going to be 100%, and it defaults to an equal weight per the number of houses. And I chose 4. 100 divided by 4, 25%. You see they're all 25%. If you chose 5 houses, they would have equally weighted at 20%. So what I'm trying to show you now is, again, remember these first 2 houses were 4 bedrooms, right? 4 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Our house was 4 bedrooms. This house was 3 bedrooms. So this house supposedly is better than this house because it's got at least 1 more bedroom. So because of that, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to edit these weightings. And you see it defaults to 25% each. You can only have 100 or less. Okay, so I'll start by reducing these 3 bedrooms to 20% apiece. Okay, and I'll increase these to 30% apiece. And you can manipulate these numbers as you want. Okay. So if you noticed, I probably should have pointed this out first. My apologies. It's 371,800. Okay. I'm going to go cancel just to show you what it was. Okay. So let's go edit again. Right now it's 368,750. So I'll go back again and make those 20%, 20%, and 30%. And by adding the one bedroom and manipulating the numbers, we've given another $3,000 to $5,000, which isn't a great deal, but the houses in the colony were quite small. And we'll go up, the older ones, that is. Okay, we'll go apply and close. Okay, and we will go update valuation and close. Okay, so now, if needed, you can manually edit your valuation here, or we just did that. I'll go here, create report, and this is where it gets kind of fun. Okay, your mugshot will go here, obviously, and you've got all these different reports to look at. It defaults to this for some reason, but this is not the picture you will see when you create the report. You've got a 28 pager, an 81 pager, one pager, 12, 74, 26, 10, and 10. Because we're doing a video this morning, I'm going to try to get one that will come up pretty fast. Okay. I've clicked property flyer. I'll run the report. Oh, okay. It's asking me for a headline. It's never done that before, so that's interesting. Let's do the big one then. See if it asks me again. Run report. See, this one, it gave me the headline. So I'm not sure why it was asking for the headline, the first one. So what's happening is that report is being generated. If you'll notice here, we've got a big orange number 1. We're waiting for that report. And I've got the doorbell on, so once it's ready, it will ding me and tell me it's ready. So hopefully the report will come here very quickly. Hopefully no one else is using the tool this morning. Most of the times it's pretty quick. So let's, while we're doing that, personalize your report. Do this. Okay. And there's my report. I'll leave what I was doing for just a second. I'll go download report. Okay. And that indeed is the house we grew up in, the old basketball hoop. Our old man planted this tree here. There used to be a pool right here, believe it or not, back in the day. And the fence. This is actually the back alley. Now, like I said, your mugshot will go here. This picture here, and this is 81 pages. And we won't go through all 81. We just don't have time. Okay. But you see, there is where this house is located. It's saying current estimated value 348,510. Now, where did we get that from? Well, we'll go through the report and we'll kind of figure it out. Last sold date, May 3rd, 2021. So you've got the home facts here. Remember, we reviewed these earlier. Another picture, and you can see here is our backyard. I mentioned we had a massive backyard. There's the cul-de-sac. The Fitzpatricks lived here. They had a regular sized backyard. Okay. And the Dentons lived here with their tiny backyard. But we had the backyard that all the kids like to play in. So our folks thought ahead. Effective year built 2010 because it was remodeled then, but the original date was 1974. The schools, the livability report, 54 out of 100. That's always debatable in my opinion, but that's what it is here. Selected market, recent activity, just look at all this, the colony, and Frisco's right over here in case you were wondering, and this is Carrollton down here and Louisville over here. A lot of growth still here. And there's a report of the 4 comps we chose. Okay. And I'm going through this pretty quick. We just don't have time. The video limit is very short. Okay. Now here is High Ridge. Now, see, I didn't really choose that one. I'm wondering why it chose that one. Now here's the one we chose. We chose this one on Sherman Street. Sure. Those are newer homes. Aberdeen. Right. Okay, there's the second one we chose, Squires. List price $335. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and that's where it's located. Remember, our house is located just about here. And I see they're actually giving comparisons more than we've asked for, which is fine. Now, this here is very comparable to our house from a front elevation perspective, but it's still 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. This is one of the 4 I chose. That's done a really nice job. Looks like they've torn this one down beside and built the mansion. 346, High Cliff, Power Street, Reagan, Glenwick, Span. Okay. A lot of new homes. Okay. And Hetherington, another one I chose. 360. Wagner. And I forgot to click off a button. That's why you've got so many on here. We'll see if we can rerun the report in a second. Seller's net sheet, seller's report. Okay. So a lot of information here. And this was the 81. The 81 page is quite an extensive report. You can run smaller versions of this report. Okay. So let me click off here. Okay. And you can see here the seller's report. I can customize it. Okay. What do I want? Subject property summary, property values, and you see everything is checked right now. Okay. These are not checked. Okay. Sorry. Uncheck all that. Okay. Market activities. So what I'm doing is I'm narrowing my uh, report so that it will be not as extensive as the one we just looked at, and I wait for it to run again. But hopefully this is giving you an idea of what you can do with this tool. Okay. And there again is a report. First picture. So again, we're at 348,510 is a current estimated value. There's the owner's names. 1,549 square feet, 2-car garage. Okay. Change there. Still a 54. Recommended pricing strategy. Okay. Here's some good information here. Closed 354. Look at this one. Highest price, $1 million homes in the colony. Hard to believe. Our folks bought that house in 1974 for 28,500, I believe. There's a net sheet. Okay, sales report. So you see, I took a lot of information off there. So you see how I'm manipulating the data. Okay. We'll do another one. Okay. I'm just showing you some of the data here. Okay. Sales report. Okay. Board options. Okay. What I want to do with it, I can download it, I can delete it, I can post it on Facebook, I can rerun the report. So let's rerun the report. Okay. So just an example there. Okay. So I click up here. I want to go back to the property itself. Okay. I'll close it. I don't want that report. I was just using that as an example. Okay. Look at some of these here. 348,510. Estimate the price of this property using comps. Refine value. And you see this is where I can go in and do some refining. A lot of data here. Okay. What is it about my property, for example? Well, let's just say, and I know the folks who bought the house did a lot of renovations. They've done a really nice job of actually tearing out walls, making it a bigger space. And I'm going to say the local market conditions up there are good because it's so close to Frisco. Interior condition, I would say it's a little bit better. Okay. Home interior, a little bit better. Lot size is superior. That was a deal. It's pretty good. I think it's good. Privacy vary because it's got the big lot. Okay, you see, I just added $47,000 to the price of that house. See that? $47,000. Okay. Okay. And for example, you can just, let's just say, for example, they put a pool in. And let's say that pool gave them an extra $10,000. Okay. We'll go add. Okay. $10,000. Okay. Negative $10,000 is something that I probably should be a little bit more awake when I do that, but you get the idea. I'll go reset it. Okay. All right. Oh, I see. Needed improvement category. I was thinking we already had it. My apologies again. Okay. So you see, by doing the changes here, by saying the house is so much better, we got an average price increase of $47,000. I'll return to property. Okay. Still 348. Refined value 396. So that's what I just did. Okay. So it's a pretty good little tool. All right. You got some other things up here: street level, satellite, historical. That'd be kind of fun. Yep, there's the front of the house. The blue. No, this was my sister's room, my little brother's, mine, the front room. Yep. You probably recognize that screen again, right? Okay. A lot of good information here. And I just invite you to go through it slowly, take a look at it. So I'll go create the report again. Create report. Okay, which one do I want? Let's just do the property report right here. Got it. Radio button on. Run the report. Just waiting patiently. And while we're doing that over here, this is your page here. You can put your information here and click on the buttons you want. Download the report. Okay. Again, you recognize that. The refined value you see there's a 396. Property facts again. There's that overall shot. Okay. $47,000 was added. There's some market conditions. That's why I showed you how to do that. There's the report that shows you what I did. Bumps and adjustments. There's our house. I love these little buttons here that kind of show you what's there. Okay. Property history, property report, more data. And if you like numbers, you'll love these kind of reports. If you're not a big numbers fan, you're going, move on, move on. But here's a great amount of data for you. And what I do is I invite you to kind of run these reports, just play with them. But this is how you get property values using CMAs. Okay. I hope this video helps you. Have fun with it. It's a lot of fun to play with this tool. It's free to use as part of our board fees, Metro Tex in our case. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks.